Well, I've come out onto one of my permissions today to field test this. This is the new addition to the ScopeMate family. Now, you've seen me use ScopeMate before, you've seen me review it, but not this specific one. The one before was similar sort of design of how it bolted on, but instead of looking through an eyepiece here like you would a normal scope, there was a screen up here, which I felt was pretty good. But they've got an upgrade now, and there's actually a little screen inside here, so you shoot it like you would a normal day scope. This does day and night recording. It's got starts at 30 frames per second. It's also got 60 frames per second and 120 frames per second. I think for daylight shooting, 120 would probably give you the best results for slow-mo, and for night shooting, probably 60 frames per second would be the one to go for. But if you just want the brightest picture and you're not really bothered about the recording aspect of it, then 30 frames would be the one for you. I've taken this out rabbit shooting. I had one the other day, shot it, and it hopped over into some nettles where I retrieved it. I haven't actually reviewed that footage yet, but I'll put it in somewhere in this video just so we can have a look. But it performed as it should. It was fine. So I'm just waiting now for this location to clear out a bit, because they've still got some customers dotted around. So yeah, I'll chill in the van for a bit, and then as soon as it's clear, I'll head out and see if I can get some day shooting with this. I'm basically just going to use this as a scope cam, same as I would the Eagle Vision. Well, I've just spotted a pigeon up here in the one of these conifer trees, so I'm just going to put the GoPro down and see if I can get it. Bowled him straight over. I heard him fall through the tree and hit the deck, so let's go and get him. So yeah, we'll just have to see how the footage comes out. You can be the judge of quality. But I think the thing to remember with it is, it's a day. It can be used as a scope cam, which is what I'm using it for. But it can also be used at night. So if I'm out here now and I'm having a really good time and it starts to drop dark, a few rats running around, a few rabbits, I can just keep this same unit on my scope and just carry on shooting through the night, as long as I bring spare batteries. So that's definitely a plus side to it. I've spotted another pigeon. It's just at the top of a pine tree this time. I'm going to give it a bang on the laser. .45 yards, so nailed on a quarter-ish hold over. Okay, there's another one down. That one will have fallen down into the woods, so might be interesting picking him. Started to rain as well. Didn't really want the rain. So to operate this unit, really easy. On button in the middle. That's also okay. Hold it for 3 seconds, turn it on. Hold it for 3 seconds, turn it off. If you just press it, then that's okay, and that comes into play when you go into the menu. You've got the IR here, so you've got to first turn it on to black and white, which you do by just holding that down, I believe, and then just pressing that to turn IR 1, 2, 3. There's 3 modes of infrared. You can take a photo just by pressing that there, and you can also record, obviously, as I've been doing. All you do is record, hold that button down, and then it's recording. Same goes with that, just hold it down and it records. If you just press it once, then that adjusts the brightness on the screen on the internal eyepiece that you look through. So if you're shooting in the dark and you don't want to ruin too much of your night vision, you can just turn it right down and you'll still be able to see enough detail to shoot, but it won't have as much effect on your eyes. When you go into the menu, you can change all sorts, like the frame rate. You can go into turn the Wi-Fi on so you can watch it through your phone. Date display and other things that I'll probably never use. To get the ScopeMate app, I think you just type in ScopeMate in the iTunes store or the Apple Play Store and download it, and you can just connect it to your phone same as you would connect to GoPro. I haven't really done that because I've got absolutely no need to. Everything I do I just put straight on the computer and then edit it from there, but it's there if you want it, if you want to share it with your mates, or just bang it straight on the gram. You've also on here got SD card there and then a USB in there. You've got to use the USB that they provide you. It's got like a little extended bit. I tried using a normal USB charger and it didn't really work because it kept pushing itself out, because this is inset a little bit deeper, so just make sure you use the one that they send you. You've got focus on the bottom here. This focuses the crosshair, and this is an ocular focus. This is the IR torch essentially. This is what allows you to see in the dark. If you want to see further, you can always just put an external IR torch on there and you'll be able to see as far as the torch can go really, so it just depends how much you spend on a torch. And the battery goes in here. You've also got a little tripod thread on the bottom there, so you can use this just as a spotter, put it to a tripod and then you can just watch. Right then, I suppose I better go and pick that pigeon and see if we can get anything else before I get too wet. So it records in full HD 1080p, and the range on it when you've got the night vision on full is about 300 meters. That's what it says in the textbook, and on trying it out that is about what you get. I probably wouldn't say you can identify quarry particularly easily at that range, but you can see outlines, so I suppose that counts. But like I say, if you want to see further, you're just going to have to put a bigger torch on. Quite a few jackdaws around here, but I don't think I'm going to get close enough. Let's see. Oh, there is a perfect pigeon here, just sat out for a bit of protection of the old rain that's coming, and he is at 61 yards. Wind's pretty much non-existent here. One thing I have noticed is, say if I set my scope to what would normally be 60 yards, that appears blurry. So now I'm on 100 yards on my parallax adjuster, and the pigeon's looking sharp, so what that's about I don't know. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, what a shot. Oh, what a shot. Smacked him and he dropped deep in the woods. Good 60 yarder, or 61 yards. Oh, and if you like my t-shirt, by the way, head over to Airgunner UK on Instagram, because he hooked me up with this one, and I didn't think I was going to wear it, but it's really soft, fits me well, pretty cool, and it's now my most worn t-shirt. So yeah, I don't think they're too expensive, but if you like air rifles like me, then head over and have a little look. He's got some pretty cool pictures on his Instagram as well, even if you don't buy a t-shirt. There's that 60 yarder then. So it doesn't really affect accuracy, so that's a good thing. It would be pretty pointless if it did. I've heard a squirrel barking in this enclosure on the left, so I'm just gonna hop over this fence, see if I can get him. Here he is. Just make sure he definitely is dead. So I got him with a heart and lung shot. Don't know what the footage will be like. It was a standing unsupported shot, about 35 yards. A young woodie's just come into a tree here. See if I can get him. I'm gonna go for a headshot. Don't get better headshots than that. Cracking. I've spotted a rabbit, so I'm just stalking behind this fence for a bit of cover and hopefully a good rest. Oh, he's still there. Just gonna give him a quick range find. 37 yards. Rolled him over nicely there. Let's go and pick him. I think that I'm gonna call it a day now because oh, there is one pigeon, but he's miles away. Perfect headshot. Right behind the eye. Just doesn't really get better than that. Okay, so I've picked a squirrel, a rabbit and 3 pigeons, so not a bad night. The ScopeMate has performed pretty well. Would I use it as my primary scope cam? No. Does it have a place in my gear cabinet? Yes, because I like the fact that I can just leave it on there and use it for day and night and get pretty decent quality footage. I'm hoping. We'll soon see when we get back to the van, but I think it'll be pretty good. So yeah, gonna call it a day now. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Cheers.